it's Christine Barger, and today I'm going to catch you up on some stuff that's been happening. If you're new to my channel, please take a moment to hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and if you're already a subscriber, thanks for supporting my channel and me here on YouTube. It really means a lot to me. Man, I have had just the craziest life lately. I'm so sorry that I have not been consistently posting like I should be. This has been just... a lot has been going on. So let's start with the really big announcement. In case you did not see on my other channel, I am opening an escape room. This is a really big deal to me. For those of you who know, I love escape rooms. I've played over 550 escape rooms. I travel the country and I play escape rooms and go to haunted houses. And I love that. That's like my whole other passion. And so I'm opening an escape room with my husband Jeremiah under the umbrella of Exit Game in Orange County, California, so Anaheim, California. Our friend owns the company Exit Game in Los Angeles, and there's also a location in San Diego, and so we're going to be the Orange County, Anaheim location. And our game is really cool. It's serial killer themed, which I'm so excited about. And so basically what happened is we took over the beginning of a build. They started building the walls and everything in the space, and my friend called me up and was like, hey, would you be interested in doing this? And we ended up putting in a bid and taking over the lease at the location. And so they had already built some of the walls in the space. They had done some of the artwork, and it was Saw themed. And so we were like, well, how can we take what's already there and make it our own and create our own game out of it? And so we have made some interesting changes to their original concept. We've taken this idea that there's this serial killer, and he is also an escape room enthusiast. And he gets really annoyed playing with strangers in a game. So if you've ever played an escape room and you put with strangers and they do stupid stuff and you're just like, strangers. So this guy, he's just like over it. He's like over people climbing on stuff, breaking things, and like just being jerks in escape rooms and being a little bit like dim. So he created his own escape room, and if you don't get out, he's gonna kill you. Or if you do something to break the rules, he'll also kill you. Like he's just had it, and he loves escape rooms. So that was the idea. So it's kind of this parody with all of the puzzles of these old style of escape room puzzles that we saw for years. These things where you would see like counting puzzles are really common. They're not as common these days, but we used to always go in rooms and you'd see a counting puzzle, which means like there'd be things on the wall and you had to count like how many monkeys there were and how many birds are in the trees, and like that was the answer to the puzzle. So we've incorporated stuff like that. So it's kind of a nod to escape room enthusiasts, but the game should be still really fun for people who have like never even played an escape room before. And then there's like some other aspects to it that I don't want to give away. But if you want to see some pictures from inside the game, go check out our Instagram account at Escape Game OC. And I'm really excited. I've built a lot of I've done a lot of the art in the game. I've built a couple of the props and done some stuff with some of the props, and we've had things commissioned and made, and just it like from our ideas, and I'm really excited for everyone to come and start playing the game, which is not open yet. It's not open yet, but we are in beta testing right now, which means that we are having groups come through for free and play, and then we're watching them and seeing like if everything's working and making sure that the flow works and the puzzles work and that everybody's having fun, and then we're making small tweaks and changes until we feel comfortable with everything being as good as it's gonna get, and then we're gonna open. I would say perfect, but it'll never be perfect, you know? Speaking of wanting things perfect, okay, this is also really big news. Right around the time of the scavenger hunt, which you all who know me know, I love Gish, and I play the scavenger hunt hardcore, and I have the most amazing team, and we play all out. Well, it happens at the beginning of August. So a couple of days before the scavenger hunt, I realized that something was a little bit off with me. My stress level was beyond anything that it had probably ever been, like more than I can ever remember. So I was having a hard time leaving my apartment, and I was checking things, and I wanted to make sure that everything was like locked and off and the stove was off, and I would like leave and come back and leave and come back just to make sure the door was closed. And I was just really like struggling. And this is where the perfectionism comes in. I talked to a doctor, and I was diagnosed with OCD, which may be where a lot of my wanting things to be perfect traits come from. Also, in the same phone call, I got diagnosed with ADHD, which would explain why I have a studio that is so messy that I'm literally stuck in a corner in mismatched socks trying to film. Oh, why can't I clean things? I'll tell you why I can't clean things, because I have ADHD. So many of you may already know this, especially if you're my friend in real life. Apparently, a lot of my IRL friends really thought I knew. They were like, you didn't know you had ADHD? Like, not everybody knew I had OCD, but a lot of people were like, how did you not know? So it was news to me, and it was very, very hard for me to kind of wrap my head around living into my adult life, not having figured this out. So I am now kind of coming to terms with and doing a lot of research on adult ADHD. OCD, I was already pretty sure that was something that I had struggled with in the past. I've actually listened to books on overcoming OCD tendencies and traits and things before, and I had worked on not, obsessively washing my hands and things. And when the pandemic happened, I knew like it was something that like I was struggling with, but it like all got to this crazy like explosive amount of stress, and it just all came up, and then I finally talked to a doctor. With that being said, I hope that if you are watching this and you are struggling with anything that feels like something isn't quite right with your mental health, please, 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 please talk to someone. It's really important that you acknowledge that something's going on and talk to someone. Bagheera is trying to talk to someone right now. Bagheera, mommy's making videos for the YouTube. Be quiet, okay? Having a cat yelling outside the door does not help me focus on making content. It's very distracting. Anyway, so that's all stuff that's been happening and things I've been dealing with in my personal life that I haven't been making a lot of content about. If you've been seeing me on Instagram Live, then you've probably heard me talk about it already. Like Bree, I'm sure if Bree's watching this YouTube video, which she probably is because she's amazing and always watches my content, and I appreciate it very much. So do so many of you. She's just one off the top of my head that like I know will be watching this because she is constantly supporting me on all the platforms. And yes, anyway, already knows a lot of this is stuff that I've kind of mentioned here or there as I found out, but I haven't just done like a big YouTube video saying, hey, this is what's been going on. So this is what's been going on. The scavenger hunt went amazingly well. Thank you to everybody who helped. Whether that was just being interested in showing support, helping me find people who speak different languages, all the different things that we needed. We appreciate everyone who was helping with that. So thank you so much. We did get the list done. Whether we got everything exactly right, things were a little bit off on a couple of items, but we did complete the list, and we're very proud of the work that we did, and I'm very proud of my team. What else has been going on? So many things have been happening. Mostly the business has been the big thing. I've had auditions have been happening again. The world is opening up a little bit, even though we are having the Delta variant and things are happening. But I am fully vaccinated, and so I am able to work on most productions now in the industry, and things are buzzing. Things are happening, and so I think I had 4 or 5 auditions this week, which have been just incredible. And I have like the most amazing team of agents that are working for me. And so that's great. For those of you who didn't see, I also had a brand deal recently with Pear. I don't have my toppers here, but these glasses are super cute and awesome. And I can put a code down in the description below if you're interested in getting your own. I have a discount code still. But I actually really liked these glasses a lot. So I'm super excited that I got to work with them. Yeah, like all the things, so many things, good things, good things have been happening. I have lost 25 pounds since my highest pandemic weight until right now. I am working with an incredible coach, Cash. I can also put him down in the description below. If you decide that you want to work with a coach for your health and fitness and you decide Cash is the right coach to work with, please let him know that I referred you because he's a friend of mine, and I'm so excited to be able to work with a friend who is also someone who is able to help me better myself. And it's been great. So I've known Cash since the Musical.ly days, and he is a great creator and just an incredible inspiration and a huge blessing in my life as far as finding the right person to just really be good about staying on me and keeping me focused and keeping me on task and keeping me going to the gym. And eating properly, which has really, really been just great. And so I'm super excited. I'll admit it. I don't hate that when I walk down the street to the gym now, I notice a couple of guys just turning their heads and being like they aren't catcalling or anything, because I hate that stuff. But the fact that I'm like, hey, they noticed me. So I think part of it is that I'm getting fit, but also part of it is the confidence that I have back in myself, because I feel good. I feel healthy. I know I'm taking care of myself, and that's really important. And so, yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind the looks of it, like, look at her go. There's somebody walking by. That's cute. Like, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. So that's what's going on in my life. I am going to be focusing really hard on trying to create more content, keep my TikToks coming more consistently. I used to post every day, and I just haven't been doing that. I've been so busy doing other things. Also, I would love to know from you, my true fans who are this far into this video and have handled, that's not a word, have been here through the distracting cat and sirens and everything else that's been happening around the video. I really would love to know what type of content you want from me on the different platforms, like specifically on here and TikTok, because I want to start creating a little bit more adult content based around my life and who I am and the things that I enjoy and deal with on a daily basis. Like the video I just did on TikTok where I talk about getting the weird DMs on Instagram from guys who've seen me in the movie Beta House. But I feel like a lot of the people on TikTok who were watching that either didn't understand where it was coming from or didn't really read the description, or I don't know. But it was like I'm not sure that's something that people are interested in. And so I don't know, are you interested in that sort of stuff about, my acting life and my other parts of things going on and the other type of comedy that I do? Or do y'all still just really want me to do like knock jokes with the puppets? Or like a combination of those things. So I don't know, I'm just curious, because I know that for me, what I am more passionate about isn't always the content that does well, if that makes sense. And so I try to do a balance of those things. But if the other stuff isn't something anybody wants to see, then maybe it's not worth putting out there. I don't know. So I figured I'd put that out to you and ask you, my internet family. All right. This is long enough. I've talked for I don't know. I could talk forever, but I've talked long enough. So I will see you all next week. I want to thank you again for being here, being part of my online family, and just being so supportive and amazing. And I think you're all incredible. And I hope you have the most amazing weekend. Thank you for watching, and go be a light in the world. I'll see you next week.